Hey there, fourth grade, and welcome to day 7 of Packet 5 content work. If you're working on Google Classroom, it'll say day 2 of Packet 5, week 2. So if you hear it referred to as day 2 or day 7, it's the same day. All right, so today's content learning opportunities. We're going to read Life After the Civil War Part 2 together. Then we're going to carefully read the cause-effect chart included on the pages. Then we're going to complete a bubble map at the bottom of, it says page 2, but it's at the bottom of a slide. So it's optional to take a picture of your completed bubble map and send it to your teacher. That's if you are working on this on paper. If not, your bubble map will be included on the slide. So let's get started. Life After the Civil War Part 2. Let's review. Yesterday, you explored photographs that showed some of the destruction that occurred in Richmond, Virginia during the Civil War. But Richmond wasn't the only city damaged. Buildings, bridges, railroads, plantations, and crops throughout the South were destroyed. These things needed to be rebuilt, but rebuilding required money, and that was a whole new problem. Let's take a look. When Virginia made the decision to secede from the Union and join the Confederate States of America, they faced many changes. The Confederate States of America had a different president, a different capital city, different laws, and even a different money system. Once the war was over, Virginians, like many people in the South, saw long-lasting effects from their decisions to secede. Carefully read the chart below to learn more about how life was impacted for Southern states after the war. Virginia, so let's look at this cause. So we have a cause over here on our chart, a little chart, cause. Virginia, along with 10 other Southern states, seceded from the United States of America and formed the Confederate States of America. So the Confederate States of America are here in green. We have some territories over here. Our unions are light pink, and then the ones that were undecided are very dark pink. All right, so effect. After General Lee surrendered his army, the Civil War was over. The Confederate States of America had dissolved. The United States had to come up with a plan to bring the seceded states back to the Union. So here we see a lot more light pink states, and those are Union states. And these golds are still territory. They are not quite states yet. So here we have another cause. The Confederate States of America developed their own money system, which was only used in southern states. So here's the Confederate States of America money. Effect. After the war, Confederate money had no value, and banks in the South were closed. Because if you're coming back to the Union, they wanted you to use the Union money system. So here's our next set. Cause. Many Civil War battles were fought in southern states, including Virginia. See all these Civil War battles. Most of them fought down here. Effect. Homes, businesses, and fields were destroyed. Soldiers returned home to find businesses and crops ruined. Cause. Many soldiers died during the Civil War. There were also many soldiers injured in battles during the war. We have this chart here, the casualties of the Civil War. The total troops and casualties, these are the deaths. So the Union lost 1,566,678 soldiers. The Confederacy lost 1,082,119 soldiers. Wounded. 275,175 soldiers were wounded on the Union side. On the Confederate side, 194,000 soldiers were wounded. Soldiers who died of wounds. 110,070 Union troops died of wounds. Confederate troops. 94,000 Confederate troops died of wounds. And finally, the died of disease. Union troops, 249,458 Union troops died of disease. 164,000 Confederate troops died of disease. The effect of all these casualties were that some soldiers needed medical care after the war. Some were unable to work. Many women had to take over family farms and or businesses while still taking care of their families and their homes. So now you need to come over and do your bubble map. Remember, you're doing it out on a separate piece of paper if you are doing the packet by hand. So show what you know. I want you to think about the information you read today. Use that information and the cause and effect chart to complete the bubble map below. You have one example. Virginia's economy was in ruins. Railroads, bridges, crops, and plantations were destroyed. So here, it's text box. It gives us the instructions here that we're going to use this, which is right up here, and we'll drag it over to pull in our text boxes. So I'm going to do that for each bubble. So there's my box with a T. Come over here, make sure you have the plus sign, and then you can just drag it. Make sure you're holding onto your mouse. I'm going to click on that T, bring the plus over, then I'm going to push down the button on my mouse. There we go, we have another text box. Now I have a text box in all of those. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this one with you guys. So Virginia's economy was in ruins. Economy, we talked about economy having to do with money coming into the state or the country. So money, let's think about what we know about money. What kind of money did Virginia use during the war? They used Confederate money. What happened after the war? Confederate money was no good. So during the war, Virginians used Confederate money, which had no value after the war. So whenever I have the text do this and it comes out of the bubble, I can highlight it, select it, come up. I'm going to make that text smaller so it fits in my bubble. Alright, so during the war, Virginians used Confederate money, which had no value after the war. So now think of what else you read on the cause and effect chart and what other two things can be used in that bubble chart. Alright, I hope this helped you guys out just a little bit. I hope it helped you learn a little more about the long road we had when it came to rebuilding the economy in Virginia, and not just the Virginia, but reconstructing the entire country. Reconstruction was very important because of the effort that went into rebuilding the country afterwards. So 4th grade, I hope you learned a little something today. I hope this helped you out just a little bit. If you need any help, make sure that you reach out to your 4th grade teachers. Also, we would love to see you at our Zoom help sessions from 11 to 12 every day. You'll leave with a little bit of your work done, plus you get to have the fun of working with other 4th graders and your teachers. So we hope to see you. We love seeing new faces every day during our packet work session. So, guys, have an awesome day. And remember, we're better together. We miss you, 4th grade. Bye, guys.